Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with my review of Black Widow. That's right. Marvel Studios is back to the movies. So, what is Black Widow about? Uh, it's about Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, founding Avenger, reconnecting with her past after the events of Civil War. It's kind of implied to be. It's basically set between when she helped Cap and Bucky escape, and when everyone was broken out of the raft. So it kind of happens during the movie, but yeah, it's one of those things where you may as well just call it after the events. Quick thoughts is that okay, so I tend to be of the opinion that most Marvel movies tend to be a specific type of movie with superheroes. For example, Ant-Man is a heist movie with superheroes. Captain America: The Winter Soldier is a political thriller with superheroes. This is a Bond movie with superheroes, and I mean that in the best ways possible. So, the cast of note, of course, we got Scarlett Johansson reprising her role as Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. Red Room recruit and graduate, former spy, former SHIELD agent, founding Avenger. Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova. Black Widow's sister. It's explained a bit. It is explained in the film. I'll actually go into it. That's one of the things I will actually go into. Also, Red Room graduate and spy/assassin. We have O.T. and I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation, but O.T. Fogmadley as Mason. Source for falsified documents, safe houses, and equipment for a plethora of covert operatives, including Natasha. David K. Harbour as Red Guardian, America's first and only super soldier. Thinks of Captain America as a contemporary, something of a father figure, sort of. Again, I'll get into that. To Natasha and Yelena. Rachel Weisz as Melina Vostokov, Russian scientist involved in the Red Room program, and mother figure to Natasha and Yelena. William Hurt reprising his role as Thaddeus Ross, Secretary of State, if I remember correctly, who's pursuing Natasha in the hopes of arresting her for her actions in Civil War. And finally, we got Ray Winston as Dreykov, who is, simply put, the director of the Red Room program. So, our spoiler-free breakdown, and we're kind of changing how we do this. Basically, we learn right off the bat that Natasha has been involved in covert operations since she was a child, as her, Yelena, Red Guardian, and Melina were undercover in Ohio as a masquerading as a family, while Alexei, Red Guardian, and Melina infiltrated a front for SHIELD and stole some of their research before destroying the facility. Then they returned to Russia. Natasha was returned to the Red Room, and Yelena was recruited into the Red Room. The operation lasted for 3 years, and during which time, obviously, at least approximations of familial bonds were formed between the four of them. We have some more information on Budapest, including the fact that Natasha has there's a safe house Natasha can use in Budapest. And it's also available to others, such as Yelena. And some arrows ended up in the wall, once upon a time. Surely not from the bow of one Clinton Francis Barton. No, definitely not. But so Natasha ends up reuniting with her family, little by little, before they infiltrate the Red Room. And I'll be completely honest, the design of the Red Room is actually really cool. I did not expect that in the slightest. But yeah, they're so yeah it and yeah we get some good fight scenes, good action sequences, ups and downs. On the upside, it feels like one of the better yet still fun Bond movies. Think honestly, kind of think along the lines, quality wise, of Goldeneye, or at least how you know Goldeneye, or maybe some of the better Roger Moore ones like Moonraker. The fight and action sequences are top notch, especially whenever Taskmaster is involved. And I know I didn't say much about Taskmaster in everything, and that there's a reason which I will get to. Again, the fact that it sheds some light on Budapest, though I doubt we'll ever actually get to see what the extent of what happened. We get a good deal of information though about what occurred. Just a Hawkeye free version of things. It's kind of we know he's there, but we don't see him. Black Widow and her family play well off each other. You believe them as being a family unit of sorts. Dysfunctional as hell, but yeah, it it never feels forced. The movie's well cast, well directed, the production design. Yeah, so much just perfect. Yeah, real great, well done. Sets up does get the ball rolling for future entries into the MCU, which as one would expect it to. Finally, on the downside of things, I'm not going to go into everything about Taskmaster because Taskmaster is laid out fairly clearly in the movie. But on the downside of things, Tasky is mostly just, the highly skilled physical opponent for Black Widow. Nothing more. And it feels like a waste of the character. But, yeah, so anyways, final verdict. Marvel's Return to the Theaters is fun and well worth the wait. I very much do wish that this was simply going to be the first solo movie with Natasha, but, well, yeah. We're probably about 10 years too late on that score, at least. If you've enjoyed the Marvel movies and the Disney Plus Marvel series so far, by all means, check this one out. You'll probably enjoy this one too. Final rating, we'll call it a high 3.5. Anyway, as always, that's it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying live long and rock hard.